How's everybody doing? What's going on today,
I'm doing pretty good today. Can't really complain.
guys?
Beautiful weather outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
not
Sun always brings good energy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
vitamin D.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna start introducing everyone from Kristen over. We got Kris. You want to introduce yourself?
Yes, hi everybody. My name is Kris or Kristen. I am a visual artist, a yoga mentor, a business owner, and a teacher. And I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so
Welcome.
much for having me.
Welcome. Okay, Crystal.
Hi, I'm Crystal. I'm a yoga instructor, founder of Lilu Yoga. Most known for my lifted classes, also for my Vinyasa Yoga in the Park.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
am happy to be here.
Okay. Christian.
Hey everyone, I am Christian and I own Gracefully Fulfilled Counseling and Coaching Services. I work for the government, I'm a change agent, and I also have a consulting firm. But yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Okay. Ice, it's you.
Okay. So my name is Ice or Isaac, whichever one. Like it doesn't really matter, but a lot of people know me as Ice. So what I do is I don't want to say all over the place, but I dibble and dabble in a lot of different things. I make a lip exfoliation scrub, a facial exfoliation scrub, lip balm. I just recently, a few months ago, started doing a health blog. And outside of my business, I work at a adult GED learning facility, helping adults get their GED. So, yeah, I guess I'm a little bit
Tell
all
me
over the
about
board.
your lip balm products and how it relates to wellness.
Yeah. Okay. So, my lip balm. I just never really, and I hope that I don't get in trouble for saying this, but I never really liked chapstick. Like, it never did the job. It never did the job for me. I just always thought something was wrong with it because I'm like, I know I just put it on 5 minutes ago, and I feel nothing.
Yeah.
And so I started doing my own research a few years ago, and I learned that beeswax is a really healthy alternative to use for lip balm.
Okay.
It's very good for your skin. It actually hydrates your skin. So chapstick doesn't really hydrate, as I found out when I got older.
What does chapstick do?
So chapstick just puts essentially just a layer over your lip that doesn't really hydrate anything. It doesn't have any hydration in it. It's just like if your lip is already wet, like say you put some water on your lips and then you put some chapstick on, your lips will be a little bit moisturized because there's moisture already there. But the chapstick itself is not creating its own hydration to feed into your skin how it should.
Okay.
So what you want is something like beeswax because it feeds your skin moisture while at the same time locking in that moisture too. So you feel your lips feel a lot better for a lot longer.
So this was a different journey for you then.
Yeah, everything really kind of started off more personal, and then like friends started liking things, and I just like give it a try.
Okay. How's the community been towards you since you started selling the lip balm?
It has been amazing. The support that I've gotten is crazy. Like I get orders from all over the place. It's just a lot bigger than I really had envisioned it being, and I'm really just so grateful for that, and I'm excited to really see where I go in the future. Because things are just getting better and better, like by the day, and I'm getting better. And people are really noticing, like in my products, that I'm really sort of getting to. You can never get something perfect, I don't think, but
Yeah.
I'm getting better and better and better and better.
Okay. Shout out to you.
Thank you. So just steadily working, researching, reading more, trying to figure out like what's next, what's the best thing to do next, and just making my moves more calculated than rushed.
Okay. Christian, tell us about the life of a therapist.
Ooh. One, I'm just going to say I loved it. Like, I was feeling all the energy. So a life of a therapist, I love what I do. I think that therapy is needed. I'm so happy that more people are into therapy and want to go and process their thoughts. Therapy is not just about talking about feelings and emotions or things when things are bad. Like, I tell my clients all the time, come to me when things are good, because I'm the best cheerleader. I used to be a cheerleader my whole life. I'm going to praise you. We're going to talk about the good stuff. But I just love being a therapist. I love being able to help individuals navigate life. I think that life is hard already. You know, us as Black individuals, us who are operating in, in these intersections and having to navigate the isms and things like that. I just think that it's hard. And sometimes you need somebody to help, like, allow you to vent, process, allow you to, like we just did at the beginning, which I love, is like meditating and kind of clear those thoughts, because our minds, they say we think 60% of the time something negative, and so like trying to control and manage the mind to be more positive and evolve and give yourself grace. So that's why my private practice is Gracefully Fulfilled, because
That's the name?
yes, that's the name. And I believe that you have to give yourself grace, but some room for error, because we are not perfect. Life is ever changing and evolving. So I just love being able to be there for my clients. During this pandemic, it was extremely hard, and lives were impacted, whether it was anxiety, depression, picking up negative habits because you're not able to be distracted by the outside world and what you usually do, your usual routine. So it was great helping people come up with some different routines and a new normal during this past year.
How was the world prior COVID and after COVID in terms of being a therapist and your clientele?
Ooh, I think that you see more anxiety. Anxiety, depression has always been there. I try to tell people, one, I'm not the normal therapist. I love the DSM, but I am not about to diagnose you. If I didn't have to do insurance and get a reimbursement, I probably won't give you a diagnosis at all, unless it's severe mental health disorder. But prior, I think that, those underlying issues were always there. The pandemic actually exacerbated everything.
Okay, could you define exacerbate for anybody?
So increased or I would say just increased those triggers that you were going through, and just made it more tension. You felt it more. People couldn't run outside and go get drinks or smoke. You probably could, but a lot of people, their outlets are going to happy hour, especially the DC culture, right? Yeah. Happy hour is a thing for us all. Going out with friends, doing game nights, all of that was a thing. And in the pandemic, you couldn't do that because people were at home. So a lot of people sat with their emotions, and I don't think that we were prepared for that.
Would you say it was the sunken place for a lot of folks?
Ooh, yes, but it was always also an awakening for a lot of folks. I feel like the Black community did some amazing things during this pandemic. You learned more about yourself. You did a lot of research. You got into investing. You started to get into different certifications. You just saw a lot of people really dive into new things that they probably always wanted to do, but was so distracted by the world that they never did.
Okay. Yeah. Crystal, let us know about you, yoga and wellness.
Me, yoga and wellness. Yoga is kind of where I figured out that I needed more wellness.
Okay.
For me, when it was one of the first times I was just able to, I consciously stopped. It was stop. No, we're not going to do anything. We're just going to stop. We're going to breathe. We're going to move, and we're not going to think about any of those other things. And then you find this space within yourself where you're like, oh, that's great. Now I need to learn more about that. So, you start going through these different meditations, and you experience different feelings in these different postures, and you're like, okay, wait, this is great. This is helpful. Let me go show my friend. So you show your friend, and your friend's like, that's amazing. You're like, yeah, tell your friend, we're going to heal together. We're all going to do, use these moments. And I get so many students, it's like, I can't remember the last time I just stopped and breathed. Like, I don't breathe well. I don't breathe often. And so I think that is where a lot of self-awareness comes from, where you get rid of all of your to-do list and your things you want to do and going to do, and you kind of just sit with yourself and where you are in the moment and try to figure out how to manage that space so that when you do have those triggers that Christian was talking about, you find time to stop, take a moment to yourself, and kind of identify what's going on and what you may need.
Okay. What made you want to bring weed into that space? Well, one wellness into the other, I think would be the better way to ask.
Weed has always been in my space.
That's
But it kind of, I began doing weed and yoga at the same time, I think, when I went through like teacher training.
Okay.
Because I figured out that it kind of lessened my nerves walking into a space with everyone who don't look like you or talk like you or maybe even want you there, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
So it kind of brought my nerves down and, you know, leveled my energy out to where I can go in like, okay, it doesn't matter what's going on in here. Here I am. And then when I introduced it to my students, they noticed that it helped with their meditation.
Okay.
They were able to dive a little deeper into themselves without my coaching. They were able to move more freely without being, I don't know, afraid of like falling on your face or something, you know? So it kind of just was an added component that everyone was already interested in. It just became a way to open the door to introduce them to yoga. So putting them together just brought yoga to people who would have never even thought about trying it.
Were you the first within your yoga community to introduce that aspect together?
As far as I know there are a lot of classes now, so I'm not sure exactly when they started. But as far as I am aware of, yes.
Okay. You know, okay. All right, so Kris, your unique experience, because I got to see you get deeper into yoga and combine that with art. Let us know about that within like the community.
So one of the things that I like to do is host an art and yoga class, and we put it together. So we'll do some yoga moves, and then we'll do some art, and then we'll go back to yoga and do some art. And the way I do the art is we use anything that we have. So if you got printer paper, if you've got pencils, crayons, if you've got paint, we can work with it all, and we can make a creation while we let our guards down and expose ourselves. And usually people, since it's been COVID, people turn their camera off so they don't have to worry about those anxieties. And they really like fall into it, and then they turn their camera back on, and then they've got this amazing creation. Or they tell me about some moves they were able to do or not do and how excited they were to try. So it's been a lot of fun.
Has that been unique, watching people be excited to fail and pick themselves back up and like recreate what they thought they were afraid of?
So a major thing that's happened with being at home is people are behind closed doors and trying new things, and not as, I don't think they are as nervous about it because it's no one's watching them. Right. And people still want to connect. So being at home and being online and telling people, hey, I'm doing yoga today, but you know, it's no big deal. It's kind of like a flirty thing, and it's been a great experience to watch people really open up within their homes, within themselves. Because I didn't really get started with this until COVID started, exposing myself in that I like yoga. Do you guys like yoga? Do you want to try with me? We can do it together, and fail together. Because I have fallen. On camera, and we just keep going.
Yes. So, you've had a lot of shea butter. You've done a great job.
Thank you. I try my best.
Yes. Those falls be serious.
Yeah. And then you just say, "It's okay, you guys."